Hi everybody, it's Bronwyn. Here is an instructional video for coaches. First of all, I'd like to say if you volunteered to be a coach with us, thank you so much. Our club relies so much on the dedication of committed volunteers who offer their time selflessly to help the kids in our community. So thank you very much, and hopefully this video will support you in that role. So if you signed up to be a coach, when you first log into your member zone profile, it'll look exactly like most parents see when they log in to look at their players' information, except you have this special button right here. This button will allow you to see the coach's functions that will help you run your team. So if you click on this button here, Team Official HL, HL stands for House League, and you are the team official, you will see this screen here. Now this is Coach Tim's screen. Coach Tim is a turbo coach. He coaches 2 teams for us in our club. Thank you, Coach Tim. So what you have to do here is if you do coach more than one team, you have to make sure that you select which team you want to look at. The team that is in green is the team whose roster will come up, whose schedule that you'll see. If you want to see the red team, you click on it, and it will change, and your active team will now be the red team. You can't have both teams active at the same time, so that you'll never get confused as to which schedule you're looking at. So if we want to look here at the menu bar, the first button here is roster. I'm not going to click on it for privacy reasons, but what will come up here when you click on this button is your complete roster, which has the child's name, their contact information, their birth date, and their gender. So you will be able to see phone numbers and emails of the guardians that registered this child. The next useful function for you is the schedule button. If you click on the schedule button, you'll see here that a calendar pops up. Now, you have to make sure you specify that you're in the right month here, the month of May, which we're in right now. Category, this here is where you'll see the different teams that you're coaching, and this is how you'll be able to select which schedule to look at. So if we're looking at the U10 boys, here's what their schedule looks like. Okay? If you click on the little green button on the far right, it gives you event details. So Wednesday, May 16th, 2018 at 7 p.m. on Central Park Athletic Field 1A, meaning half the fields, the red team versus the teal team is playing. Here's the address to the fields. You can click on this button here. It'll send you to a map of the field if you do not know where you're going. Okay, so if I wanted to see the other team, I would just switch and select the other team from the list, and that team's calendar will populate. Okay, so I want to go back, and I want to see now the most important function that makes it really convenient to communicate with your players is the mass email function. If you click on the mass email, it'll allow you to simultaneously email every kid on your team and each guardian who has signed up to receive emails. So here, again, Coach Tim is coaching 2 teams, so his 2 teams show up here. Most of you will have one, so there won't be an issue, but click on the team who you'd like to contact. Now, it's important right here to choose your recipients. You have to check the Parents and Players button at the very least for the email to go out to them. You can decide to CC the convener of your division and any other volunteers if you'd like. If you have an assistant coach you'd like to notify, and maybe you want to CC yourself on this email so that you have a copy of it, you check all those boxes. Then when you click Add Email Address, your recipient list will populate. So now it's telling you that 19 email addresses were added, so 19 people are going to get this message. Then you hit Compose Message, and you can now type the body of your email. You can use this button here to attach any extra files that you'd like to add, or any pictures or anything you want to send if maybe parents want to share team photos. Make sure you add a subject to your email. Game is rained out for today might be an example of something you need to notify parents about. So then you can type your email. You then click on review. It will show you, I didn't write anything in the email, but it'll give you a chance to edit the email, see what it'll look like before you send it out to each of those 19 people that were in your recipient list. If you have any questions about the mass emailer, you can always email me at registrar@southwindsoryouthsoccerclub.ca, and I can answer those emails for you. I'm just going to hit cancel because I'm not actually going to send an email. The other really cool function that's new this year is there is an attendance function. The attendance function will show you each kid on your list, on your team, and what they chose as an RSVP for that game. So when they sign into their member profile on the right-hand side, it shows them the upcoming event, and it gives them a chance to click yes, no, or maybe. There's an issue right now with the populating the roster, but I'm in contact with Powerup, and they're going to fix that for us. But as you can see here, some people have selected yes or no, whether or not they're going to attend this particular event. So you can kind of tell ahead of time if you're going to have low attendance, and if that means you have to forfeit a game or we have to blend the teams to have a fun game. This is a good function for parents to let you know when they're going on vacation, and you can keep an eye on this. Okay, so just as a recap, the roster button will give you a list of your team, the kids' names, birthdays, genders, and the contact information for their parents and guardians. The schedule will give you a calendar that you can check all the events throughout the summer, when and where they're going to be. The mass emailer allows you to communicate with each member of your team, your assistant coaches, us as conveners, and you can send one email to multiple different addresses simultaneously. And the attendance button, which is important to see if you want to know how many players have RSVP'd. This one, you kind of rely on the parents to actually use it on their end, but it might give you an idea if you're going to be shorthanded or if you're going to have all your kids there if you want to do something special for them if you have good attendance at that particular game. So I hope this video was informative to you. If you have any further questions about any of this, please contact me. I'm always available and best available by email. Again, it is registrar@swysc.ca, and I'll get back to you as soon as you can. And again, thank you so much for being a coach with the South Windsor Youth Soccer Club. Your dedication is more valuable than you know. Thank you.